What exactly are we talking about?
Politics.
Sports.
Education.
We'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We talk, you listen.
Bigg's Golf Talk.
Well, here you all are, waiting to hear my broadcast. How very nice of you.
Bigg's Golf Talk.
America is talking.
Talking and yakety yak.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's all about talk.
A place for information, advice, golf news, golf reviews, and of course, golf humor.
Do you know who this is?
Bigg's Golf Talk.
Comes highly recommended. You're going to feel better if you talk to him.
That's the fact, Jack. Now we'll talk.
Bigg's Golf Talk is presented by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Vodka. Qualify for the King's Cup today by participating in a local qualifier near you. You can find a local qualifier by visiting biggsgolftalk.com, BIGGS golftalk.com, and click on the local qualifying link on the website. Bigg's Golf Talk is also sponsored in part by ShotScope. Data is power. OnCore Golf. Photo Ball Marker. McNally 22. UFO Tour Golf. Ready Putt. Spider Divot Tools. Connect with Bigg's Golf Talk on our social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Golf Bald. Subscribe to Bigg's Golf Talk on YouTube and iTunes. We're available in the Google Play Music Store, iHeartRadio, on Spotify, and your Alexa devices. Bigg Jon Vic with the Golf Father, Bill Cuebas, the Golf Diva, Amanda Robertson, working her butt off right now. She couldn't join us for the show, but she did email us her segment, so we will have an On Par with Amanda right after this segment. So, Billy, good morning, sir. How are you, Golf Father?
Good morning, Mr. Bigg Jon. Everything is well, thank you.
Our Mother's Day contest has ended, and that reminds me, happy Mother's Day to your mom, if she's still around. I want to just say happy Mother's Day to my mom out there. I don't know if she ever listens to my show or not. I have no idea. But happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there, and even all the grandmas out there that pull double duty, being grandma and mom out there. You know, that happens a lot in our society, that sometimes grandma has to take over responsibilities as a mom as well. But happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Certainly a special, special day, but every day should be happy Mother's Day to you guys, you ladies out there who do a terrific job at raising our youth and the kids in our society. So, any big plans this weekend, Billy?
My twins do their confirmation tomorrow. So I'm still trying to figure out why they're doing confirmation on
Mother's Day. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's 100 kids doing it, and it's a 2+ hour service. So, yeah, I'm gonna be spending all my morning in church tomorrow.
Now, are your kids? Any of your kids? I know some of your kids are out of town, live out of town. Any of them coming home to say Happy Mother's Day to Mom?
No, nobody that's out of town is coming into town. No, it's even though it's like a multi-occasional thing, but because we were actually going to throw a party for the twins, and even their friends couldn't come. They wanted to come, but their mothers and fathers wouldn't let them come. So it's kind of tough. But
it is.
I told them that I'll owe them a party later on,
right?
For it. So it's just gonna be me and the kids for church and stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. It's been a long road to their confirmation. I've been with them the whole entire step of the way, teaching at the church and everything. So everybody thought I was going to retire, but I told them that I'll, even though the kids are done, I'm not done. I'm going to do a couple more years, still teach for a while, let them use me as well as they can, for the next couple of years. So it's going to be fun.
Get any golf in this week?
Just today. That's it. Today's going to be my only day for golf, and that's it.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a busy travel schedule coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we traveled that time together. I went from Albuquerque back. Literally, I was gone for 11 days. So even though we finished in Albuquerque, I still did, you know,
you went to Jersey. Yeah,
I went to Jersey. I was in Pennsylvania, and then back to Florida, and doing a lot of stuff, and then helping my friend do a top golf event next week for the school. They're doing a charity event for the school next week, so that's taking up some time, and you know, trying to get back into the schedule for a couple of days. So because we're going to be in Chicago. So it's tough trying to do everything.
Yeah.
It's hard trying to keep everything up. We got a lot of stuff going on and a lot of trips. So I go to Chicago, come back, I do the event. Then I got the same event we both got. We got Bay Hill. We can't forget the USGC. So we got the Ernie's Cup over there, King's Cup. So we got that, and then we go and we have. I'm going to Tulsa. You get to go back home. I get to go to Tulsa, so it's pretty cool. I'm happy.
Absolutely. Actually, looking forward to working some baseball coming up soon in New Mexico. So I get to visit our friends from the New Mexico chapter, the Quick family, and appreciate their hospitality. When they found out I'm going to be out there doing some baseball, they extended hospitality out to me and all that stuff. So I appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to being out there working some Southwest baseball, baby. So looking forward to that. That's going to be coming up right after, as a matter of fact, Bay Hill. So got some games scheduled out there. Yeah, got some. I got a couple phone calls, and they said, "Hey, we seen you out here, and we want you to come back and do some games." I'm like, "Hey, all right, you know, appreciate it." You know, in the baseball world, and when you're an umpire, it is the greatest compliment that you could ever have is someone saying they seen you on the field and they want you to come and work games in their state, and you're not even a part of their state.
Yeah.
You know?
That's awesome. That's
good.
Yeah. It works out.
Absolutely.
We're going to be there soon, working for...
not to mention, that same week, we actually will be at Panda Ray doing another show the week after, the June 1st. So we're going to be out there doing a show from Panda Ray, and BiGGs Golf Talk will be emceeing the luncheon at Panda Ray Golf Outing, and we're looking forward to being a part of the Wingman Open. So,
yeah, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a good event. I'm looking forward to that as well.
Speaking of Folds of Honor, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but at one point they stopped almost, I think, at 16 chapters. Well, the Folds of Honor now has 21 chapters, with the newest chapter being Eastern North Carolina, out of Raleigh, North Carolina. And, Billy, I'm telling you, the Folds of Honor is growing locally.
Yes, they are. And the thing is, it's great to have chapters. You know what I mean? Because the money that they're raising...
The local aspect, absolutely.
Yeah. Because the money, what is it, 85% of the money they're raising is basically staying there in that hometown, is guaranteeing that. I know a lot of the chapters that we work with, they're trying to make sure that everyone that applies from their state gets taken care of. And it's tough because even with, $20 million of donations last year, there was still kids that weren't able to get the scholarship. And hopefully within the next year or two, that won't be happening. Maybe we'll very, very soon we'll be able to just have everyone that applies for it and that's truly in need of it gets it. So I'm looking forward to that particular time, and then we'll, we did our job. Right now, we still got to push. There's a lot of pushing. New Mexico has shed some new lights, for me. I mean, to have a place that small and that, I mean, we drove and virtually saw nothing but beauty, beautiful landscape.
Right.
But as a people, they come together, and $100 a person to raise the kind of money that they're raising is incredible. And that's what people need to take notice. They're not, while we want to make money and for the scholarships and stuff like that. Can you imagine that, Biggs? That's the lowest I've seen, I think, in any state that we've done is $100 to participate.
And let's face it, man. New Mexico only has 2 million people in the whole state.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
And to raise that kind of money locally, and I just think they approach it the right way. So here's how they approach it, and I think other chapters might be able to learn something from this. But here's how they approach it. So they charge you a low fee to enter the tournament. So right off the bat, if you're going to enter, right, let's just say back in September, you're paying for a tournament in October, right? $100 entry fee, right, per person.
Yep.
Right? Great deal. Now, once you get to the tournament, now you've received another payday or you've received some more money. Now you're at the tournament. And guess what? Now you can be more generous at the tournament with the contest, with the the auction item. Yeah, exactly.
All that stuff.
On-course activities. I mean, there's just so much, and I just think that's a smart way where you're not dinging them right off the bat by charging them $300-400 per person to get into the tournament.
Well, I mean, we know a lot of people that ideally if you offer something of value for their donation, they're more apt to do it. You know what I mean? We've had people on the show. I mean, we from Arizona, we had a gentleman that did it not once but twice during our show in the PJ. Just came out of the blue and handed the Foes of Honor $100 bill as a donation.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So there are people.
How many times have I emceed an event and all of a sudden somebody just comes up and gives us a C note?
Yeah, just for cash, just to do it. And you have to get them to the events. And if you get more people to the event, more people, once they hear the story and they listen to our speakers and everything, they're going to be like, wow. I mean, you see most of the events, men are crying. So
and not only that, but part of this too is know your audience, right?
Yeah.
So know the people and know the people that's going to be attending your event. So if you're in Chicago, you might be able to get away with charging more in Chicago, right?
Oh, absolutely. Depending on the area and everything.
Exactly. But you take a place like North Carolina, you take a place like New Mexico, these small towns, Central Ohio, where there's not a lot of money. So you charge, a minimal entry fee, get them into the event, hear the stories, be a part of the activities, and guess what? $5 here, $10 here, an auction item of $150 here, all adds up.
Yep. Yeah. It really does add up, and New Mexico has proven that. And they're unique. It's a unique creature out there, and I got to say I'm really impressed because the people itself is not just the foes, although they seem to be one of the most patriotic states that I've ever visited.
Right, yeah.
It's incredible, the patriotism that you have there. But they help. I mean, we had a guest on a couple weeks ago with her dad having the ALS.
Yes.
And they have one of the biggest field in a tournament in the country that's being supported. The money that they raise to help their own people and right there in that area, because I believe I'm not sure, but I believe it was like 80% of the money that they raise stays in New Mexico for the ALS, and I think 15-20% might go to the national chapter. But they field over 90 teams for golf. And it's incredible. We've seen the golf courses, even the golf courses that we participated in, Tanoan, that place, you can't get more family than that.
Right.
And it's incredible to experience something like that. And I think that's part of their key to success is that everybody's like a family out there. It's incredible. I really, truly enjoyed going out there, and I look forward to spending more time out there.
As a matter of fact, we're going to find out more about Tanoan because we just released a YouTube video, promo video, if you will, of the September 23rd event that's going to be taking place at Tanoan Country Club. Well, we have reached out to Tanoan, and they have agreed to come on the show today to talk about what they have to offer and what Tanoan Country Club is going to be about. So those of you that listen to us Southwest, in Arizona, in Colorado, in Las Vegas, in Nevada, folks, we hope that you travel to New Mexico on September 23rd and be a part of this great event. Because I'm telling you, Billy and I have golfed this country club, and the atmosphere, the scenery, the course conditions, oh my God. I mean, it's a package that you cannot believe. And
I'm ready to go back.
It's going to be a great, great time on September 23rd. So, the gala is going to be taking place on the 21st, and rumors have it there might be a party on the 22nd, a big Golf Talk party at Tito's at Twin Peaks with some Tito's.
Yes.
So
yes,
that's a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what we're hearing.
Well, I was there when I heard the rumors as well. Party at the Peak. I think they even have
Party at the Peak.
Party at the Peak.
Yes, they had a title for it too.
Party at the Peak.
Yeah.
Yes, we got a little title, so we have to see who's going to be coming out and stuff like that, and maybe we can't break bread, but we can have some chicken wings. They had the best chicken wings ever that I tasted out there. Oh my goodness, those chicken wings were incredible.
Absolutely. Hey, we have a great show scheduled today for you, and one of the things coming up soon is Billy and I are going to do a roundtable discussion, something I want to talk about. And you know what? There's a couple of topics I want to talk about. I know, Billy, you want to talk about a topic. Our good friend John Daly being in the news, the biggest-hearted guy, and I mean the biggest. And when I say big, that guy needs 3 Gs. The biggest-hearted guy I know, and he's being reamed on social media about an issue and about the story that came out about him using a golf cart in a tournament. We're going to talk about that. And also want to talk about Tony Romo playing in Texas on a PGA Tour. And, boy, social media is blowing up about that, how Tony Romo takes a spot and didn't earn it. Well, I got my feedback on that, and we're going to talk about that as well. And a lot more. We have your On Par with Amanda, your Golf Life Report, and I believe we have the CEO of Zoom Tees, don't we, Billy?
I believe so. Let's hope. He's going to be calling in live, so we got to hear it. We'll see what happens.
All that here on Bigg's Golf Talk, and don't forget about Bigg's Product of the Week. And also, the announcement of the winner for the Mother's Day giveaway with the Cleveland Wedge. All that here on Bigg's Golf Talk. Let's get started. We'll be right back right after this.
Hey, this is Boxer Shorts, and I've got some big news. Bigg's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. You can download their app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Bigg's Golf Talk. And make sure while you're there that you favorite us so that you'll know when we're on. Join all the other millions of listeners on iHeartRadio and listen to Bigg's Golf Talk. We're the best. Right.
The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is in its 5th season of identifying the best 2-person amateur teams in the country. 8 teams and 4 flights in 2 age divisions represent Team USA in a Ryder Cup-style competition with their international counterparts in the King's Cup. We're looking for amateur golfers like you. The King's Cup is played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the King's Cup begins with a local qualifier. Over 100 local qualifiers will be conducted throughout the U.S. beginning in February. By finishing in the top 30% of their local qualifier, teams earn their way into the USGC King's Cup National Qualifier. The USGC is also looking for golf courses to host qualifiers. For information or to search for a local qualifier, the USGC website is www.usgolfchallenge.com.
Still using an old golf GPS watch? It's time to upgrade to ShotScope. ShotScope isn't just a golf watch, it's a fully automated golf performance tracking system on your wrist. ShotScope gives you access to over 100 tour-level statistics, get putting analysis, short game breakdown, even find out how far you're booming your driver. All data is captured automatically by the groundbreaking ShotScope golf performance tracking system. ShotScope, the ultimate golf watch. Find out more at shotscope.com.
It's time for commentary, opinion, and controversy. On Par with Amanda. And here's the golf diva, Amanda Robertson.
Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome to another edition of On Par with Amanda. It is a wonderful Saturday morning, and we are jumping right into last week's topic of Tiger Woods, the occasional golfer. I read an article that had mentioned, his time off that he was planning on taking between the Masters and the PGA Championship. Does that make him an occasional golfer? Well, first off, it does not. And I talked very strongly on this last week about my feelings of first off, an occasional golfer is such an insult to one of the greats. I think that's not even a question. But what people don't understand is that, one, winning the Masters, winning a tournament in general, playing in a professional golf tournament takes so much out of you mentally and physically. And so with that said, whoever you are, you need a little downtime. It's very difficult to play back to back to back to back. And so Tiger, not being 20 years old anymore, also has to pay attention to his body. He's suffered from a few, back and knees and everything in between. And so he is doing what he feels is best to make sure that he's ready and prepared to play in the next event, which for him is the PGA Championship. So a lot of times we also forget, and this is what Biggs brought up a great point last week at the round table, saying that not only physically do you need a break, but you're being pulled as the winner of the Masters. You're being pulled in so many different directions for the next week, for media and for press, and you have to be here for this interview and do this. So it's a lot on you. So that's cutting into your practice and your rest and your healing time. What I find very funny at this point is that Tiger has been such a great thing for golf. And he's also had an amazing career, obviously. So do you not think that he doesn't have it figured out by now about what he can handle, what his body needs, what he has to do to make sure he's ready? Why play in a golf tournament if you're not ready mentally and or physically? And so he does what he needs to do to prepare. He's too much of a veteran to the sport to not, make decisions that are best for him. He knows what he's doing, guys. And so I did get a few comments back. Terry made the comment and said, Amanda, Tiger is great for the game. Let him do what he wants. Well, yes, he's definitely great for the game. And like I mentioned last week, if you took a survey of every, 100 or 1,000 households in America of non-golfing households, what name or who would they say, tell me someone that plays on the PGA Tour? Well, probably 90% of those people that don't know golf would mention Tiger Woods. It's a household common name. And that is why Tiger has done so much for the game itself in just being who he is and doing what he does. So for us to criticize him or say that we know how he should handle it better than he does is absolutely absurd. And, it's not so much just letting him do what he wants to do. It's just allowing him to know his body and letting him make those decisions. And that's really none of our business as far as how long it takes him to heal or, come around and feel good or handle media in a certain way. Everyone's so different with all of that. And like I said, he's not 20, guys. He's, he's 42, and he's just feeling like he has to do what he has to do to be at his best performance for the PGA Championship. So lay off, guys. Stan says, well, it doesn't matter. He's done, and he needs to end on that good note. Well, I don't know about that, Stan. I mean, I think whether he wins and continues to win events, we need him in the game for as long as he can be. I think him making top 10s, top 5s is huge just as well. You don't have to win everything to be recognized as a great, and he's already a great. So I don't know that he necessarily needs to end, but that's going to be up to him. Once again, that's not our decision. That's his decision to how he feels, and what he's putting his body and his mind through every week. So as far as Tiger Woods, I really don't like the word occasional golfer, because once again, an occasional golfer is someone who picks up a club every once in a while and doesn't really practice. Just because he's taking a few weeks off does not mean that he's not working on his game or prepping or getting ready. Guys, he's a veteran. Leave him alone and let him do what he needs to do. There's no rule that says you have to play in every event. I know for me, playing on tour, it's hard to play back-to-back weeks, and especially if you play well, I think it's even harder because you've emotionally drained yourself to stay focused for that many days and to pour everything you have into the sport. So then by the time you get done and move on to the next week, it's already time to go again. So leave him alone. And I am really excited to see how he plays at the championship. I'm rooting for him and hope he plays well and once again shuts everyone kind of up for a while. But once again, there's always going to be let's pick on Tiger fans out there, and Tiger just keeps doing his thing. So more power to you, Tiger. We love you. So diving into this week's topic, sponsors exemptions, yes or no? Now this is a pretty controversial topic right now, as we see players that are working so hard on the web.com or mini tours that literally just need one shot on the PGA Tour to make a cut and to get better status later down the road. We see these guys not getting sponsor exemptions, and the sponsor exemptions are going to people like Tony Romo, Steph Curry, John Smoltz, Jake Owen. So what do we do here? A guy like Tony Romo, he's a great athlete. He's great for the press and the media. He's had multiple starts on the PGA Tour. He did attempt Q School, and he also did his U.S. Open section qualifying. And so a person like this who has unlimited financial resources, obviously they're going to go to Q School when there's guys that save up, for a couple years to play one time at Q School, and they're on the mini tours and whatnot. Now, not knocking the financial difference here. I'm not saying that Tony Romo's in the wrong, but we're giving sponsor exemptions to these guys and girls alike. But I guess the media and the press, they're trying to draw an interest and draw a crowd. What gets people watching golf that aren't golfers? So you already have the golf community that's watching because they love golf. But how do you get everyone else to watch? How do you get ratings up? Well, you bring in a Tony Romo or a Steph Curry. Now, if Steph Curry's playing in this event and I'm a basketball fan and I'm a huge Steph Curry, I want to see how he does. I draw an interest. Maybe I'm more engaged with golf because of that. So I understand that side, and this is where I'm really torn, and I don't know that I have an exact one-sided feeling here. And normally I'm very strong on one end, but I'm kind of torn because I get it. I get the purpose of them trying to draw a crowd, and it's good for the game of golf. You're bringing in non-golfers to watch the sport as well. But once again, we're taking away spots from people that are really trying to do this as a real profession. If Tony Romo makes a cut, or Steph Curry makes a cut, they're not going to all of a sudden become professional golfers that play in all these events. So they're just taking a spot from someone that really is trying to make it their livelihood and their job. Now, what happens when you get a guy, Steph Curry has been playing really well, he's kind of held up his end by playing well, and making cuts and whatnot. But when you get someone like Jake Owen, the musician, he's out there and I think he shot 17 strokes worse than the last guy. So you're just given a spot and you're drawing a crowd, but he's not really getting anything accomplished out there. So, I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel, and this is where I'm torn, and I really want your opinions on this. What do we do? Is there a solution here? Do we leave one sponsor's exemption and we'll call him a crowd pleaser or a press, drawer, and leave that for the Tony Romo or the Steph Curry? Or do we leave that and then we go over here and we have 2 or 3 other sponsors exemptions that are for good players that are really trying to make it their profession, coming off the web.com or do we eliminate it altogether and say, no, you need to be playing professional golf and it needs to be your first choice. You can't be giving out sponsors exemptions to people that are, don't really deserve to be out there. I can see both sides because I understand the draw of media, and as a golfer, I want more people to watch golf. So if we need to get them there through a different outlet, like bringing in a basketball player or football player, well, then maybe that's the way to do it. But I also, as a player, I know how hard it is and how hard people work to then watch someone come in and take a spot that really doesn't care whether they get it or not. So I would be very interested to knowing what you guys think. This is a tough one, and this is why there's so many people kind of up in arms over this. And I think really, I would love to hear from not only the average golfer, but also professionals out there. I have a lot of friends that are pretty strong opinionated on this because they're working very hard to try to make it on tour. So they're a little irritated, and I can see why. So let me know. The only way that I can get your responses out next week and I can have great discussions week to week is to hear from you guys. So write into BiGGs Golf Talk, BiGGs Golf Talk @gmail.com. And in the subject line, make sure you write On Par with Amanda so I know you're talking to me. Also, you can jump onto my Instagram, @RobertsonGolf, and you can hit me up in my messages there. If you have any topics or anything you want to discuss week to week, I want to hear from you guys. So make sure you're reaching out, and I will get you into next week's segment. And hopefully I hear from a lot of you because I am really torn on the sponsor exemption situation. So let me know, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and we will see you next week. And until next time, keep swinging for par.
That was a great segment by Amanda Robertson. Keep swinging for par, people. Keep swinging for par. On Par with Amanda, sponsored by Backswing Golf Events. Listen, folks, if you're looking for classy ladies to come and raise money for your event or your charity, as a matter of fact, BackswingGolfEvents.com is the only place you need to go to and book these lovely ladies for your event to raise money and entertain the golfers in your event. Backswing Golf Events is the place for your event today.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out BackswingGolfEvents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Pot, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Pot.
This is the Golf Life Report. I'm Travis Harper. Do you like listening to music on the golf course? The game is definitely changing, but you can also listen to music without disturbing your fellow golfers. Golf Live host Colton Little gives you a little review on the Aftershokz headphones.
What's going on, everybody? Colton Little back with the product review. We got the Shokz Trekz Air headphones. Okay, very simple. Just go over your ears like this. Now, they don't go inside your ears. They just stay on the outside. And what's simply amazing about these is that you could be blasting music and you can still have a conversation with the person next to you. I mean, they're very comfortable. They don't bother you. They're not going anywhere, right? They're not going anywhere. But no, the music is actually very, very clear when you play music or when you're talking on your cell phone. whatever you got to do, you're out on the course, you get a phone call, you can still talk to somebody while playing golf. It's totally hands-free. It's an amazing product. But what's funny about it is when you put it on, you got to get used to it. You get a little tingling in your ears. It's pretty, it's a little tingle in there. You got to get used to it, but it's fine. The quality of these is unbelievable. I love these things. I'm going to use them out on the course. I actually used them out here today. But go check them out. Aftershokz.com. That's SHOKZ.com. Go check them out. Get yourself one of these, and I'm sure you'll be happy about it.
Are you interested in learning more about the latest golf products? Head over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/golflife, to see hundreds of golf videos with top teachers that give you great golf tips to help your game, and tons of videos showing you the latest golf products released this past year. I'm Travis Harper, and that is this week's Golf Life Report.
The Spider Divot Tool's revolutionary new design is better for greens and makes ball mark repairs easy. No sharp ends or dirt in your pocket, the Spider achieves amazing results with little or no skill. With a simple push-pull action, the Spider makes ball marks disappear quicker and better for a smoother putting surface. The Spider includes a magnetic ball marker and is made of milled aluminum to last a lifetime. It also makes a great gift for your next tournament and that special golfer who has it all. The Spider tool from Instagolf is a must-have in every golfer's bag. For more information about the Spider Divot Tools, their website is www.spiderdivot.tools.com and enter promo code BIGG Golf Talk to get 10% off your purchase. www.spiderdivot.tools.com. The Spider Divot Tools is the official divot tool of Bigg's Golf Talk. A golf ball that performs for you. The OnCore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The OnCore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.oncoregolf.com. And be more with OnCore. Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk right here on the Lake County Sports Network, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, and on Spotify. Don't forget about your Alexa devices. Oh, we loved our listeners on Alexa, and we love our listeners on iHeart and Spotify as well. Millions and millions of listeners listening to Bigg's Golf Talk. Now, Billy, we just came back from a recent trip. We did a promo video for the Folds of Honor, and plus recording our own video as well. September 23rd, we talked about it. It's going to be a great event. September 24th is the gala. September 23rd is the event itself. You and I will be there in person for the gala and for the golf outing. We're going to be doing a live show from Tanoan Country Club. Looking forward to that. We just got back from golfing at Tanoan Country Club as well as recording the promo video at the country club itself. What are your thoughts about Tanoan Country Club?
I loved it. I got some beautiful pictures. I've been sharing my pictures online. I mean, the backdrop of those mountains were phenomenal. Even when that storm came in while we were playing on hole 7, 8, that storm was original. I hadn't seen a storm like that the way it was coming in. You could see it over the mountains as it was coming in. Yeah, it was crazy. You could literally see like the rain on certain portions. It looked like it almost was trying to miss us. But the golf course is in great condition. It's for being that high in elevation that we were playing, the ball played true. The grass was, the divots were minimal on that course, which I loved. The greens were extremely tough for us, as we know. we would touch it and it would just fly. I mean, it was definitely interesting.
You know what? I have to give credit where credit is due regarding those greens. Because if you're putting uphill, you better smack it uphill. But if you were putting level or you were putting downhill, you better barely touch it. So, I mean,
it was insane.
Yeah, it's not often that you come across greens like that. But desert golf, I mean, is just I love desert golf. I mean, that is some great golf out there.
Yeah, but that's how I don't know how they get them to run that fast going down and that's still going up. I mean, we were looking at the grass. The grass was flat. You know, you could tell everything had been mowed and flattened out and rolled over, but I just couldn't get those speeds. I'm looking forward to our event so I can try and attack it next time, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier on me because I went with my tail between my legs. I went home crying a little bit. But
it beat us up a little bit.
Yeah, it did. And you know, we played 18, and that course has 27 holes.
Right.
So, which was interesting. I didn't know that when we first started, and then I found out there's 3 9-holes, and you can play different. I mean, and each one plays differently, which is really, really nice. So when we go back, I'm hoping that we play the other 9 that we missed.
Well, I'll tell you this, Billy. It's a great golf course. Like you said, 27 holes. I certainly recommend the course. I'm sure you recommend the course. You'll love the scenery. The fairways are great. The rough you can hit out of. The tee box are well manicured. And I'll tell you what, you know, when you talk about storms and you talk about what you were just talking about the greens and everything else, during the commercial break, we had a chance to talk with our guest before we came back on the air. And we were talking about something, and he goes, you know what that is? Country club life.
Yes, it is.
And I love when he said that.
Yeah, and you know what the thing is? They're so much more than a golf course. They have tennis. They have a huge junior Olympic-sized pool.
It's certainly country
that
club
clubhouse
life.
was. We were there during the weekday, and that clubhouse was pumping. There was a lot of people, all multitudes of age. You had, you know what I really liked? What really impressed me was when we were getting ready to leave, and we were filming the new YouTube video that we actually have up there. It's actually live on YouTube now. When we were filming that video, there was a huge amount of young girls, schoolgirls, on that golf course.
Yes.
From the putting range, they were on the hitting range. They were everywhere, and that's what it's about. You know, we're growing the game. They're growing the game. They're I don't know how they're doing it, but that place was packed, and you saw how many young kids were there. It's beautiful. It was a great sight to see for sure.
Well, Tanoan Country Club is a big supporter for the Folds of Honor, and let's introduce our next guest. And before I introduce him, Tanoan Country Club, situated at the base of the Sandia Mountains in Albuquerque. Tanoan Country Club, 27 holes of spectacular golf, array of upscale dining and recreational amenities, and superlative service have earned it recognition as one of the finest private membership clubs in New Mexico. Voted Best of the City for 2010. Albuquerque, the magazine, voted that for the best of 2010. Let's introduce our next guest, Sig Dallin, here on Bigg's Golf Talk. Sig, welcome into Bigg's Golf Talk.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Now, what do you do at Tanoan?
I'm actually the head golf professional, PGA professional.
Head golf professional. 27 holes, country club life. I'll tell you what, it's not very often, Bill, that we get to talk to somebody after we golf the course, but this time we get to talk to Sig after golfing the course. And I'll tell you, Sig, all we both can do is rant and rave. Yeah, it beat us up probably because we're not familiar with the top, desert golf, and I'm not familiar with desert golf. That was my first experience of desert golf, and being elevated. I mean, I think that had something to do with it. And I know Billy was hitting his wedge shots over the greens, not used to getting extra distance. Same. I was actually taking 2 clubs down, trying to get and still coming up short, or it just was not consistent for me. But we'll get used to that once we're back out there. Tell us all about desert golf. Tell us all about Tanoan Country Club.
Well, Tanoan Country Club, like you mentioned, is 27 holes. Basically, our defense is the elevated greens and the deep bunkers surrounding the greens. Being at our elevation that we are, we're about 10% from sea level, so that's anywhere from a club to a club and a half based on the ability of the player. We do have greens that you mentioned earlier that we kind of get them up to speed, and that also kind of helps defend off the golfers a little bit from taking advantage of some of the pin placements that we have located throughout the week. It's a great track. We're a very active club. We have over 600 golfing members. We're very family oriented. I run a lot of junior programs here at the club. Every Saturday you can catch me out here at 11 o'clock to 12 o'clock giving clinics to the kids. We also have one of the largest junior PGA golf programs in the state, definitely the largest in the city. We have 72 kids enrolled in that 7-week program of the PGA Junior League. We have practices during the week, and we also have events on Sunday match plays between the kids, and we match them up.
Now, are you strictly membership or are you private, public?
No, we're strictly membership. We're a private club. Katie Skinner is our membership director. If you're interested, we'd love to have you contact her with additional information, and she'll be able to give you a tour and get you dialed in.
Let's talk about some of the amenities that the country club does offer for the golfer or for the family out there.
Wednesdays and Friday nights, getting ready to kick off here, we do on the patio. And basically what that is we put out a buffet for the members at their convenience as well. They can order off the menu, and we bring in entertainment to play out on the patio. And it's quite a festival, that's twice a week. We also offer a lot of programs that are kids-based as far as kids club and other things throughout the week and the evenings for them. Our tennis program is probably one of the top in the state, if not the best. David Pitts has been here for a long time, and he's well recognized in the community for his efforts as well. I know that we have a strong swimming team. I have a lot of kids that not only play golf but are also on that swimming team.
One of the things that stuck out to me, Billy, is when I came up to the clubhouse, went around to the back to drop off our clubs. Kind of reminds me of Caddyshack Arrest a little bit, because they had the boys working the shed there, but the shed had the members' golf clubs in there.
Yeah.
So we do offer bag storage for the membership. I do have a staff that takes care of those for you as well, loading them on your cart and storing them for you also. I have a great staff here. I'm very lucky as far as my professionals as well as my cart attendants.
I'll tell you, I will vouch for that. Billy, you could vouch for that too. I mean, great staff.
Absolutely.
Halfway house. People on the course. The bag boys, the cart boys, and your the pro shop people and the bar staff, everybody was very friendly and very, very nice people, and that to me means a lot, especially if you're paying money to be a member at a place.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, because usually my marshals can be a little difficult when they're moving people along, people hitting balls into houses.
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up, because that was going to be my next comment on there. When you talk about New Mexico was like so unique.
Yes,
we get to travel a lot and I get to play a lot of different golf courses and stuff like that. And one of the things that fascinated me about you guys is the pace of play. It kept flowing. And what really people don't understand, besides the fact of the pace of play being so smooth, there was fivesomes out there. And I asked one of your members, I was like, they allow that here? And they're like, yeah, it's just, if you see everybody who's moving smooth. We had a fivesome in front of us that played that like there were a threesome.
Yep.
We had another group behind us. It just flowed and flowed and flowed. There was nobody slowing up anybody. I don't know how you do it.
We did not wait on one shot. Did not have to wait.
We didn't have to wait.
Nope.
Well, Tanoan's a big family here, and we treat everybody like family. And when you have fivesomes, I mean, they play together a lot, and they have their money games and all those kinds of things, and they keep it moving. And it's important for them to play at a leisure pace, but also at the same time not hold people up. And I got to tell you, as the head golf professional here, I haven't broken any windows, but I may or may not have taken out some stucco.
I will tell you that there was a hole that we were on, and I don't remember what it was, but to the left there's a black gated fence, and on the other side of the fence, one nice white house, and that window had to be, 12 feet tall, and it was plastic over it. I'm like, oh, yep, the golf ball.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I had a nickel for every time I got a phone call asking about who was playing at a certain time.
Oh, good. Now let me.
Hey, Biggs, before we go, I wanted that area, that whole entire area that we played, is also unique in its. And I did talk to several of your members. That whole entire neighborhood that's inside and out and around you is so unique and so broad. I mean, I saw $1 million homes right next to $300,000 homes, next to small bungalows. I mean, it was amazing, because usually you won't see that. If you see $1 million home, all you see is million, and plus. Over there, you don't know what you're going to see. 1 minute you're in $1 million home, right next to it is a small home. It is so diverse, but yet it just flows. It's crazy the way everything blends. I don't know how you guys do it.
That's part of the attraction of Albuquerque, though,
Yes.
There's a lot of great people here, very friendly, and, willing to help people. And, like I said earlier, we're a big family here, and we'd love to have you come out and join and be part of that family.
Billy, I just seen something on their website right now. How about then leave it to me to notice this of some sort of a buffet, okay? Prime rib buffet, Billy. Prime rib. Prime rib buffet.
Members only. Members only.
Yeah, but he found it. He's going to become a member just for that buffet. Wow.
I'm telling you, you guys definitely have to plan around that next time. You will not miss out. Our chef is he's incredible. Yeah. I almost have a man crush on him. He's that good.
Oh, wow.
Well, now, can we get like an honorary one-day membership? Because we're going to be traveling we're going to go back into time. You
know what, honestly, seeing how you got, I never got any pushback from you guys being out on the course from the neighbors or my membership. I'd be more than happy to have you guys back out again.
There you go.
That is awesome. Thank you. That's awesome. He's going for the prime rib. I'm going for the golf.
Hey, you know what?
Do it all in one day.
We are actually looking forward to doing a live show from your country club, and that's going to happen on September 23rd. Let's segue into that, though. Your partnership with the Folds of Honor, being a private country club, and you're going to be opening up your club to host an event to support the Folds of Honor. Talk about your partnership and your feelings towards the Folds of Honor.
Well, a little history about myself. One of my closest friends, Zach Golfel, he's a head golf professional out at Twin Warriors.
We know him.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys know him as well. He's a huge advocate in Folds of Honor, and that's kind of how I got involved back then, being associated with him. And so I've kind of been a part of that for the last 10 years now, and anything I can do for that program, I'm more than willing to do. I think it's very moving and very important, and I don't think we can get that word out enough. And we're more than happy to open up our doors to support that.
And that, you know what, and that makes sense, because Billy, not only do they help the Folds of Honor of New Mexico, but they also host an event for Twin Peaks to benefit the Folds of Honor.
Yeah, they do a lot out there. It's incredible.
Yeah, that's correct, gentlemen. We haven't gotten a hard date yet on that. But we are definitely into talks of making sure that happens later in the season for sure, as it did last year.
Well, that's perfect.
They might see us there for that event too, Biggs.
Absolutely. I mean,
sorry guys, that does not fall on Prime Rib Night. But we'll
yes, but when we cover another event, we might have to just drop by to your establishment for our one-day membership and prime rib night. Yep. Oh yeah, very soon.
Now, all this country club life and everything else, supporting the charity of Folds of Honor, but let's also just touch on before we leave you. You guys host weddings and events as well, don't you?
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Talk about that a little bit. What's the capacity for people for a party there and all that stuff? What type of parties do you host?
Well, once again, being a membership type club, we do a lot of retirement parties, birthday parties, anniversaries, seminars, team leader building type things during the day. We have a ballroom that can host up to over 200 people at one time. And once again, our chef does a great, fantastic job providing food for all of those banquets and things. And Sunny Golder heads up that department in regards to booking those. Reach out to her. We are open to the public in that regards, and we do a lot of weddings out here. And as you mentioned earlier about the backdrop, and what not a better place to have your wedding than with those mountains in the background and some beautiful pictures to capture the moment.
Absolutely. How can people find out more information about Tanoan Country Club?
They can call area code 505-822-0433, and they can reach out either to myself, Sig Dalen, the head golf professional here, or Katie Skinner, who is our membership director. Or you can go to our website at TanoanCountryClub.com and contact us.
There you go. Sig Dalen, thank you so much for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk. We appreciate your time.
Gentlemen, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. See you soon.
Thank you, guys.
Billy, a great country club. I highly recommend them. If you're out there in the Southwest, or you're going to be, in New Mexico, in Albuquerque area, and you're looking for a country club, 27 holes. So there you go. I mean, it's just not an 18-hole country club. You could be playing 18, different 18 or different 9 every day.
Switch it up.
Yeah, and switch it up, and it's going to look different. So, I highly recommend this country club to the golfer out there if you're looking for a membership, looking to be a member at a country club. Certainly it has its benefits. So make sure you give Tanoan Country Club in Albuquerque, New Mexico, a thought for that membership. Maybe you're retiring. New Mexico, Billy, has become the number one spot. Yes, they took over Florida for the number one spot for retirements.
Yes, and I believe it. I'm ready to move.
There you go.
I get it all. I love it there. I'm looking forward to our next trip there, Biggs.
Let's move into hour number 2. When we come back, we will kick off hour number 2 right here on Bigg's Golf Talk. We'll be right back right after this.
Well, I've won and lost against the best. This old road's been a hell of a test. I'm still driving, I ain't slowing down. There's rules I'd love to break and bend, mistakes I've made again and again. But I tell you this, my friends, I'm still around. I hit it hard, man, so far, man. No laying up, no holding back. Ain't afraid of nothing, it's a natural fact. I hit it long, man, till it's gone, man. Keep taking chances, live at large. I hit it hard.
This is a commercial for golfers. Take the next step to improving your game with ShotScope and discover your strengths and weaknesses. Analyze statistics on your clubs, tee shots, approaches, short game, and putting. ShotScope V2 is the golf watch that combines GPS distances with automatic performance tracking. Once you have it, you won't want to play around without it. Check out ShotScope.com to take your game to the next level.
The United States Golf Challenge, sponsored by Tito's Handmade Vodka, is in its 5th season of identifying the best two-person amateur teams in the country. 8 teams and 4 flights in 2 age divisions represent Team USA in a Ryder Cup-style competition with their international counterparts in the King's Cup. We're looking for amateur golfers like you. The King's Cup is played in honor of golf's greatest ambassador, Mr. Arnold Palmer, whose honesty, integrity, sportsmanship, and commitment to excellence represent the ideals for which the game of golf is known. The road to the King's Cup begins with a local qualifier. Over 100 local qualifiers will be conducted throughout the U.S. beginning in February. By finishing in the top 30% of their local qualifier, teams earn their way into the USGC King's Cup National Qualifier. The USGC is also looking for golf courses to host qualifiers. For information or to search for a local qualifier, the USGC website is www.usgolfchallenge.com.
Hey everyone, Bigg's Golf Talk is now on iHeartRadio. Download the app for free or go to iHeart.com and search for Bigg's Golf Talk. Be sure to save us as a favorite so that you'll know when we're on. Join the millions of iHeartRadio listeners and listen to Bigg's Golf Talk. Golf Talk for golfers.
Kicking off hour number 2 here on Bigg's Golf Talk on the Lake County Sports Network, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and don't forget about your Alexa devices as well. Bigg's Golf Talk is presented by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Vodka. Qualifier for the King's Cup today. As a matter of fact, we are headed in a couple weeks out to Bay Hill Lodge and Country Club. Arnold Palmer Bay Hill Lodge and Country Club. And for the International King's Cup. As a matter of fact, Billy, you and I have already received our USA International King's Cup swag and ready to get up at the International King's Cup in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. We're ready to represent. We're lucky. We're going to be covering it. We have a live show coming. I believe it's Thursday we're going to be doing a live show.
Yes. From 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Yep. And then in addition to that, we're going to have some live interviews. We're going to be doing some Facebook stuff. We're going to have some YouTube videos from the event as well. I think one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to is meeting the Ireland team, because from listening to the players talking, and I was fortunate enough to do something for Cox Sports over in Pennsylvania when they were here, and a lot of the guys, they had nothing but praise of the way the Ireland people played and conducted themselves and treated them like family.
Yeah.
So I want to extend our family. It's going to be perfect when we meet them. I believe 8 teams, 2 people to a team, 16 plus whoever's traveling with them. So I think Bigg's Golf Talk is going to be listened to in Ireland by the time they leave. So it's a great way for us to expand. It's a great way to expand the family, because usually when we go to these events, they become family, just like the U.S. team did. So really looking forward to it.
Yours truly is somewhat of a celebrity in Ireland. Don't forget, I appeared on a TV show in Ireland a few years back. So Bigg's Golf Talk is very well known in Ireland, and I'm sure those chaps will remember and hear and be excited when they meet the Bigg's Golf Talk crew.
Yes, I believe so. But that horror film that you were in, yeah, it scared a lot of people.
You mean that second? What do you call that second thing? Screaming? Ah!
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I've heard a lot of comparison to horror movies and stuff like that. A face that they'll never forget. So yes, we're going to be blowing stuff up at the United States Golf Challenge. It's going to be my first time at Bay Hill, so I'm super excited. We've done a lot of good stuff so far for 2019, and we have so much more. And this is one of the highlights that we still haven't finished. We got a lot of work that we're going to be doing with the U.S. Golf Challenge. A lot of qualifiers coming. We got another big event that we're going to be doing in your hometown of Wisconsin, and they're growing. You know, they have like 6 to 8 qualifiers right now, and the list continues to grow. They got a big one coming up, in a week for ING, where all the media is going to be meeting in Florida.
As a matter of fact, if you're going to be attending that conference, that's a complimentary entry into the qualifying event for the USGC.
Because they have more than 15 teams.
Yes.
So, I'm looking forward to it. I got some of my friends that are participating. One of them is going to be a guest on the show right after.
Is that by any chance Mr. Duval?
Uh-huh. Yes, absolutely.
I love Johnny. Johnny's a good guy. Good peeps.
Yes, he's going to be on the show, and I'm looking forward to see if he's my team. I'm picking him and his partner.
There you go.
So, yeah, they're my team. So I'm picking them. I wanted to play with John, but I don't have enough time. So, yeah, it would have been nice. But that's my team to go. So we'll see how that goes for them.
Great segue into our next guest here, because making an appearance at Bay Hill, and Billy, we have to take a picture of this tee being put into the Gods Legends tee box.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because Zoom Tee is going to be at Bay Hill, and Biggs Golf Talk, myself, and Bill the Golf Father Cuebas will be using, and we use Zoom Tees all the time anyway, but we certainly making an appearance with the Patriot USA Tees and stuff at Bay Hill coming up soon. And, last time we had Michael O'Leary, and by the way, great segue, right? Ireland, O'Leary.
Yes,
Ireland
O'Leary.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if he has Irish blood in him, but I'm sure every St. Patrick's Day he makes sure he does.
How dare you? How could you be Michael Sean Patrick O'Leary and not have a little bit of Irish in you?
Right. And you know what, Biggs? What makes it even better? Mr. O'Leary just came back from a trip from Ireland. So what?
His homeland.
Yes. He just came back from a trip.
I just came back from my first journey to Ireland. We had a European distributor that we sent out some teas to about 6-8 weeks ago, and it turned into a trip where he's a big distributor in Ireland, so we just segued that and said, let's go visit. So we visited a distributor who the Zoom tea will soon be sold throughout Ireland, so I couldn't be happier about that.
Well, let me officially welcome you to Biggs Golf Talk here, Michael O'Leary, CEO of Zoom Tees, and we seen you and met you, and the last time we had you on the show, though, I had yet to use Zoom Tees, but I will tell you this, I have used Zoom Tees now and continue to use Zoom Tees. As a matter of fact, I have a little story to tell you. Since I've been using Zoom Tees, and it was not pointed out to me until just my most recent trip to Tanoan Country Club.
Albuquerque.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Where Bill pointed out to me, you're using the tee the wrong way. I'm like, huh?
Yep.
I am? Never knew.
Yes, he was.
And then I realized, well, that makes sense. Because when you do it the way Bill was describing to me, you kind of use it as a reference to where you want to hit your ball towards your target line.
And what happened after I fixed your tee for you, mister?
I went straight.
That's right.
That's what it does.
You went straight, which equal to longer, which equal to ball rolling.
Yes. Equals to more distance.
We put instructions on the back of the packaging, and then we realized that sometimes people don't read the instructions, so we put a picture on there as well. But sometimes people miss that stuff, John.
Yeah, it certainly passed me by, but I thought that was just a funny story because months and months and months. Great. I've been using the tee, and I haven't even paid attention. I may have put it in the wrong way, I may have not, but Billy noticed that at that point in time, you put it in wrong. I'm like, oh, wow, okay. Then now I have been more conscientious every time I golf on how to put the tee in the ground. The Zoom tee.
Yeah,
it's an amazing tee.
Yeah.
Like anything when you have an amazing product, because Zoom Tee by far, I mean, I'm still, and we had the discussion with the guest, before we went on air. I don't know how many repeat customers they're going to have because this tee is incredible. It's like almost indestructible, almost. I have seen people break them, but that's more their fault as opposed to the way the tee works. I am still using my first, and I play on average 2 to 3 rounds a week, and that thing, it shows the wear on it, yes, but it still functions. In Big Start, I use it in Albuquerque. I have that same tee. I refuse to change it until something happens to it, and if nothing happens to it, I will continue to use that same tee. It works, and Biggs is a perfect example. If it's used the right way, it works. The 2 guys that I play with went and purchased it because while I let them use it, they don't get to keep it. So
see, that's my mistake, and that's where the repeat customer comes in. Because here's what I've been doing: I've been using it like a business card,
and they're all great.
It has
great business cards.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And that's how you get your repeat customers, right? You try to. You try to you put your brand on it. You hand this out to clients, or you hand this out to people that you want to remember you, right? And they're going to walk away. They're going to use it. Oh, Bigg's Golf Talk. Yeah, I got to listen to the podcast this week. That's right.
That's where I felt the customizable aspect of it really has become a larger part of the business than anticipated because it is a business card, more often than not for the golf courses. So we're doing so many outings where obviously people go to a golf outing and they take a gift home with them. And when we put the country club or the course name on the side of it, the course it's a win-win for them. They're getting their name out there. People are getting a little gift package for the outing. So when I was in Ireland, that's what we were doing. I was actually touring a bunch of courses, and they just love the idea of putting their names on the side because they do get a lot of tourism in Ireland, or tourism golf. So the locals there seem to play a lot of their local courses, but a lot of the better-known courses or the ones the tourists play, they love having their courses on the side of it because they bring them home to their buddies. They show back to their countries, wherever they're coming from, with the course name on it. And that part of the business has grown tremendously. It's a business card, really.
Now, do you have the capability of doing double-sided branding on it? Because here's my thought, is companies can put the logo on one side, a phone number or a website on the other side.
We've done images on one. So we've done recently we did a project where we put the country club's name on the one side, and they have a signature hole with bunkers all around it. We put the image on the signature hole on the other side. We really can do just about anything on there.
Wow,
that's incredible.
That's incredible. When I order my next Bigg's Golf Talk tees from you, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put, because people are walking away with the logo side. And having a website on the other side of it would be great because it truly could be that business card, and it's something they can use, something they're going to have in their golf bag all the time.
Yep,
absolutely.
That's right. We're having a lot of success right now with it.
And the thing is, while and we know that's a big thing with people, while the logos and the customizations will grab the attention of people, what's going to keep those people and keep buying more, because ideally, if like somebody for us, we go and buy it, we get a pack, and they do last a long time. But can you imagine the impact when you start giving those out for all your tournaments that you're doing at, and now you have it like a business card, you have all that contact, and those people actually go in there, start using that tee, and like, oh, wow, because there's a lot of stuff, we know, we do a lot of tournaments, you get stuff, and they'll put in some golf ball that we probably will never use because we have our golf balls that we're loyal to. Most of us use our OnCore or something like that. But this thing will last a long time. It'll get your word out. And once people see its functionality and how well it works, they're going to buy it, and they're going to keep using it. And I can't see, I don't know how far you've come since when we first met and started talking, but Zoom T is going to zoom to the top, and no pun intended.
I agree. When we first talked, I was getting over the idea of printing on it and putting logos on it because when I first started selling it, I really believe in the T as a great T, and I felt like at first, like if I start printing stuff on it, it kind of takes away from the fact that it's a great T. I don't want to sort of cheapen it. And then, just to your point, once I realized it's a golf tee, and no one's really excited about a golf tee. It's part of just playing golf. People don't get, hey, let me run to the store and see what's new out there. You have to give them a reason to play it. So what I did find is once we started doing a couple events, people start playing them, whether it was a tournament or an outing, and then I would get sales on the website because people just liked them. So now I've actually just embraced the idea of, you know what, it's a great way to help promote my brand, to help promote the clubs. And then at the end of the day, when you start using the tee and you realize, look, it's a great tee that doesn't break and there's a divot repair on there and I can fix my ball mark. And then, wow, this thing is pretty versatile. Then you just start ordering them because you like them. So for me, it's such a nice evolution of what I first resisted has become really a selling point and a vehicle to help get the tee out there. And now that we had this, we've kind of perfected printing on the entire surface of the tee. We put some American flags on there. We like a Patriot pack that people love the red, white, and blue, or whatever else you want to print on. But we stock the Patriot packs now where we sell the American flag. There's an American eagle. We have a Statue of Liberty one where the whole surface is printed, and people love those too because it's just something different. So all of the printing on it, like I said, I resisted at first, has now become kind of a calling card of, hey, try these tees. They look great, and then you're going to love them.
As a matter of fact, we're going to give you the opportunity to win a Patriot pack at BiggsGolfTalk.com. The contest is on the website right now. So starting, as a matter of fact, tomorrow, it's going to be on. You can start to enter tomorrow. For the rest of the month, you'll be able to enter to win yourself a Patriot pack of the Zoom golf tees. And thank you, Michael O'Leary, for that. But you have also partnered up with another company to bring a tremendous Father's Day gift idea. Talk about that.
That's great. Yeah, we've partnered up with another company where we're putting together a pack set where you get three balls. It actually creates a golf character where it's 3 golf balls, a little caddy cap that actually clips onto your golf bag, 2 tees, Zoom tees, and a ball marker, and they all have printed on them number 1 dad. So it's a great Father's Day gift. It's all in one where if there's a dad in your family that likes golf, it's it's under $15. We ship it right to your door in 3-4 days. You get it and you'll have it in time for Father's Day. We have it available at some retailers, and primarily right now we're going to hopefully get a lot more sales through the website where we can just get it right out to you. It's the ideal Father's Day golf gift.
Well, you know, Biggs, not for nothing, because we do at Biggs Golf Talk, we do a Father's Day gift guide. In addition, besides doing the show here, I have golfball.com that I do a lot of stuff. I'm the communications director. And just from what I've seen and experienced with your product, and I know it's a Father's Day gift guide, which is coming, and I'm working on that. This thing already has a spot right in I'm not even thinking about it. There's nothing to talk about, nothing to try out. I have the pictures in front of me right now. And I love the tee and everything. The tees alone are valued at what they're selling it for.
Yep.
So they're going to be part of golfball.com's Father's Day guide, which we publish. And people like, can you put, I put in what I know people are going to want, what people like, what I would buy. And this thing, Biggs, is a phenomenal gift for the golfer father. I think this is just scratching the surface that they're going to do because it's a Father's Day niche. But ideally, and if this package right here, the Golf Fathers gift set, gets converted and they find a way for you, Zoom Tee and your distributors to work on this particular thing and make it more custom to shops and tournaments, that thing's going to blow up because
Agreed.
I can see that. I can see those balls being, instead of number 1 father, having the logo of whatever country club or organizations that's doing something. The ball marker is customizable. You put a logo on there. Everything has the logo all in that one pack, and those Zoom tees are already worth the package. So I think you're just scratching the surface right now, and I can see a lot more coming from Zoom Tee and its the ability to customize stuff, because that's what people want. If they can customize their stuff and get a great product for a great price, I think you have a true gem here, and I think it's going to go a lot of places. I really, really love it.
You know what we really like about it? Bill? One, we have a line of golf characters that once we started making the number 1 dad, then the retailers are already asking. Christmas is kind of a downtime. for golf purchases. What can you get? And so we have a little snowman that we got going. We have a couple other characters. We have a nutcracker that we have going that they're asking for. You know what I like most about this, especially for Father's Day, is that there are so many things in golf, and especially for the real golfer who plays a lot of golf, the avid golfer, everything is very expensive. And there really is worth. So if a kid wants to buy his dad something that he's really going to use, unless you're buying him a one sleeve of balls or a bag of tees, almost everything or a lot of things are too expensive for the kid to pick up for dad or mom to take the kids shopping for. This is an ideal for $15. You're getting a sleeve of of premium balls. You're getting tees. You're getting a blow marker. You're getting a caddy cap. It's a great looking little gift, and everything says number one dad on it that a kid can easily go with mom and grab for dad without it being a cheap kind of a gift or without it being something that's going to break the bank. To me, it's a perfect Father's Day gift.
Absolutely. I agree. So, Michael O'Leary, we're all out of time here on Bigg's Golf Talk, but how can people find out more information about Zoom Tees and get that Father's Day gift?
Everything you need is on ZoomTeeUSA.com. We have information there for custom tees, for your gift, for your Father's Day gift set, for you name it. We have all different colors, every different size. Whatever you want to purchase Zoom Tee wise is on ZoomTeeUSA.com. Hey, and before you guys let me go, I will say a highlight of Ireland is Adair Manor Golf Course. You got to play if you get out there. I was there with my wife and another group that we were with, and they said, if you're here and you're not playing this course, you're never going to live it down. So I actually went out. I think they're scheduled to play the 2026 Ryder Cup there. And by far the most unbelievable golf course I've ever seen. It's in
you're leaving out the fact that you had Lee Westwood and Thomas Bjorn behind you. So
the guy said,
what kind of experience can you get from that?
It was unbelievable. The guy said that as we were teeing off, a helicopter was landing, and they said, that's someone special over there. And then up to the tee box shortly behind us was Lee Westwood. And then a couple of days after that left.
Now, Mike, we're going to have you back on because I don't think your adventures are over, and there's a lot more coming. So we're going to have you back on very, very soon.
I appreciate it, guys.
Tell us where you're going.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being on.
Thanks for having me, guys. All right, we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Bye. More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way right after this.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. The universal design with its unique foam insert fits 99% of all putters. It has the same water-retaining ball cleaner and magnetic surface features, so you'll have everything you need to prepare your putt. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, and a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it.
Golf Dots is a unique, high-resolution ink transfer to personalize your golf game. Golf balls, golf shoes, and clubs, Golf Dots can personalize it for you. Golf Dots conforms to the USGA rules and doesn't alter the trajectory of your golf ball. Tour proven on all major tours, Golf Dots is designed and made in America. Many styles to choose from that will fit every golfer's personality. New styles are being released on a regular basis, so to order your Golf Dots, visit www.golfdots, that's GOLFDOTZ.com. Golf Dots is also available in many golf shops. The website for Golf Dots is www.golfdots.com. And if you enter promo code BiggJon15, that's BIGGJON 15, you get a discount for your Golf Dots. Or call 847-829-4238. Personalize your golf game today with Golf Dots.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk right here on the Lake County Sports Network, Stitcher Radio, iHeartRadio, on Spotify, and on your Alexa devices. Bigg Jon Vic along with Bill the Golf Father Cuebas back with you. And moving along here on Bigg's Golf Talk. Man, I'll tell you what, that Michael O'Leary is one cool dude, isn't he?
Oh man, I love Mike. He's been a great guest every time we had him on. The company's growing, and he's bringing a lot to the table. He has a lot of stuff going on, and I'm looking forward to more of his stuff coming out because it's already moving. This train is picking up speed, and I think there's a lot more success in his future coming really quick.
So during this commercial break, we were just talking with Michael O'Leary before we came back to the air here. And not a whole lot of time. 2 minutes is not a long amount of time to be able to hold a big conversation. But he did tell us that he wanted to provide some teas to us.
Yes.
To give away. As a matter of fact, we're giving away a Patriot Pack here, but then he's going to be providing some teas for us to give away at some events that we got coming up. So look for the Zoom tea to be at an event, and you have a chance for us to give you a pack. So we want to thank him especially for that generosity. So
yes, he's doing a good thing. Very nice.
And there could be a possibility that the American and Ireland players might be receiving a gift from Bigg's Golf Talk as well. Just saying.
Yes.
There's a chance.
You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Yep.
You never know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, something I want to touch on because social media obviously is what social media is. People want to express their opinions and their beliefs and all that stuff. First story I want to talk about is Tony Romo. So on social media, in one of the groups, I'm not going to name any names, and I'm not going to name the group, but a certain individual really blasted Tony Romo for being in the field at the AT&T Byron Nelson this week. He said that Tony Romo took somebody's spot by being in the field. Let me tell you something. I have seen Tony Romo golf. I've been in the same group as Tony Romo when he's been golfing. The guy has game. And he's a scratch handicap golfer. So if a sponsor says to Tony Romo, hey, I want to have you in the field, and I'm going to exempt you. I'm going to provide the fee for you and all that. Why not? The guy has a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. He's expressed during his football playing days that he had some interest on playing on the PGA Tour. It's a different vehicle. It's a different animal, yes. But Tony Romo is an athlete. And I think if Tony Romo and I think any one of us that ever got the opportunity to tee it up with the pro golfers and being in the field and experience that once-of-a-lifetime opportunity, he's in there as an amateur. He's not in there as a professional golfer. He's into the tournament as an amateur. And it's sponsor exempt. Many sponsor exemptions have been given to amateur golfers to play in a field to hopefully bring awareness to golf, to grow the game, if you will, to give hope to that individual out there that they can play professional golf. I see nothing wrong with it. Yet, some people on social media says he took somebody's spot. I say to you, that somebody that's supposed to have that spot maybe should have tried harder. Bill, what's your thought?
I see the people's point of what they're doing, but just look at the leaderboard. The leaderboard says now, did he deserve the exemption? How many people? I mean, they give exemptions. That's why they have them out there, so they can do with them as they want. Ideally, Tony Romo being in the field brings something to the field. It's not he's not bringing anything. People are talking about it. People want to see him. People like him. But you have him after 2 days. While he wasn't the greatest, he was still beating a lot of the pros.
Yes.
So
Jonathan Bird, an established professional golfer, guess who's beating him?
Yeah.
Tony Romo.
He was. Yeah, and it wasn't by. I mean, you can't compare to the leaders. I mean, the top 10 because even the leader after the 2 days. I mean, he shot incredible. I think it was -6 the first, -7 the second. Which, I mean, he's having a great round. But for Tony Romo to still be in contention where everybody was at, I mean, and a lot of guys after him, not a few, but he was tied with a bunch of guys. And I think he's doing a good job, for himself. people are going to find something good, bad. I think in the end, that's why they called exemptions, that people can do what they want with them and what's best for their tournament. And I think they're doing what's best for their tournament by bringing them in.
And here's the thing, Bill. He's not taking anybody's spot because the exemption's in a spot. So that exemption is a spot, by the way.
Yeah.
So the sponsor has to find somebody to put in that spot.
Yep. And who they feel is deserving of that spot. You know what I mean? And where is this Trinity Forest Golf Club that they're playing this course at?
Texas. Hello?
And where is Tony Romo from?
Texas.
Where did he play?
Well, he's actually from Wisconsin, but that's okay.
No, I said where he played.
Right.
He played.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, I mean, the fact is that for Texas, he brings people.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Tony is a great guy, man. I mean, he is an outstanding guy. He's from Racine, Wisconsin, and his family still lives there. And the best, oh, my God, just the friendliest of families that I've ever met. And Tony is just right up there. As a matter of fact, the rumors of Tony going to Green Bay, and that would have been a dream job, and Wisconsin was getting excited about it. But a long time ago, there was a rumor of Tony Romo being traded to Green Bay. Or coming out of retirement and playing for Green Bay. But you know what? The guy has a big heart. He does a lot for charity. Like you said, Billy, it's in Texas. He didn't take anybody's spot. That spot was owned by a sponsor exemption. And a sponsor chose Tony Romo to take that spot. Bottom line.
And I think I think he helps the crowd. I think he's going to be a local favorite. And that's what people want. That's what they're there for. So ideally, when you're sponsoring and you can do what you want. And whether people think it's right, it's not right, it is what it is. So
and quite frankly,
I'm glad that they put him in there.
They're talking about, he's not going to make the cut. Well, you know what? I've seen Phil Mickelson in the field not make the cut. What are you going to tell? You're going to tell Phil Mickelson he took somebody's spot? Because you didn't make the cut?
There's a lot of people behind him right now that play professionally and have played professionally for years, and he's still playing better than they are.
Yes.
So you just don't know. I mean, he got the shot, and I mean, we've seen it, Biggs. You got sometimes in the field, you don't know what could happen, and I'm glad that they gave it to him. There's a lot more stuff out there, but Tiger Woods was never going to win another major again either.
Yeah.
So we're going to have the skeptics out there. And, we're going to be divided. People are going to have their own opinions and divided on what's this, what's that. But in the end, I think it's a good call for the tournament and for Texas.
Absolutely. Next story, I want to talk about something you wanted to talk about. Obviously, the PGA Championship coming up next week. And big news story and a lot of hoopla on social media about it. And I don't see a big deal about it, but people are making a big deal out of it. John Daly, and I said it in the opening of the show, that John Daly has the biggest heart of a man that I have ever met. You and I have met John Daly. We have talked to John Daly. We have hung out with John Daly. And that guy just has so much respect for our men and women that serve this country. Big supporter of the Folds of Honor. Performs at Folds of Honor events for free. Doesn't ask for anything for it. And, it's just... And now he's requesting a golf cart to play in the PGA Championship, and people have an issue with it. Well, John Daly... Some people, right.
I'm sorry, Ben. Yeah.
John Daly has been known, and if you know John Daly, if you follow John Daly, you're a fan of John Daly, you know he's had knee issues over the past few years. He's requested in the past for a golf cart and was denied because he didn't have the sufficient documentation or the sufficient evaluation from a doctor to be able to use a golf cart. Now this time, he does. Age catches up with you, and then those knee injuries could just compound itself. And I will tell you from experience, because I golf Bethpage Black, it's not an easy golf course to walk. It is not an easy golf course to walk whatsoever. So I could see where John Daly would want a golf cart because, and the evaluations go through by his doctors. Why not let the guy have a golf cart? Now, some people say, well, he wants a golf cart so he can carry his beer and hold his beer. Yeah, give me a break. Man, people are just hating just to hate. Billy, what's your thought on it?
Well, he applied, and he got approved because it's through the American with Disabilities Act policy. That's why he got it. He provided all the information that was requested and expected, from him, and it got approved. It was reviewed. It was approved. Now, you do have people like just like with the Tony Romo situation, you're going to have people that, are going to complain. Well, a lot of people don't understand is that, he withdrew last year, like from the U.S. Senior Open, because of the arthritis that he had in his knee.
Right.
So, but he was still denied last year. This year, he's approved, but, there's a right way and a wrong way, like in everything in life, to voice your displeasure. We might be on the opposite sides every now and then on what we feel certain things, but you still got to be nice. I mean, you got people out there, like throwing out the stuff about his beer, and he just wants you to hold his beer. And maybe if he worked out and he wasn't fat and he wasn't this, and they don't know his situation. They don't. I mean, you can't judge that. I mean, he plays, and he said it. He plays better fat. And, he's made jokes himself about it. He said there's no muscle tightness or anything else when you're fat. So he swings better. He hits the ball better. I mean, most people wish they could hit it as long as he hits it. But the guy has trouble. I mean, he has legit problems, and yet he's still competing. So if he comes ahead in the golf cart and he wins, people are going to be up in arms about that. This is just the beginning. If he doesn't, people are like, oh, you see, it didn't make a difference. But it's going to be interesting to see, for PGA Championship, how he does, how well he does, because we don't know what capacity he's using it. Does his caddy get to be in it? Does his caddy have to walk? I don't know how they're going to do it. It's the first time in God knows how many. I think 1990s was the last time that it was actually able to be done. But I think if he can play in it, he earned the right to play in it. Let him play in it. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? So, he's not in the greatest of shape. Could it be because of his knee? Yes. Could it be because he drinks too much beer or whatever? Yeah, but that's his business. What he does off the golf course is his business. And what he does on the golf course, where everybody else is going to judge. But I want him to do the best that he can. He's true blue. He's a big patriot. He stands with the Foles, and so do we. So I'm going to be rooting for him. You know what I mean? He may not win, but I'm going to be rooting for him.
Same here. Well said, Billy. And we wish John Daly nothing but the best of luck, and certainly, hopefully, do you really think this guy wants to have a knee injury? By the way, come on, it just, yep. All right, we need to head into our next break here on Bigg's Golf Talk, and coming up next is Bigg's Product of the Week, and also we have to announce the winner for Mother's Day giveaway. So we're going to do that next, right here on Bigg's Golf Talk. And the phrase of the week is Tanoan.
Woo-hoo! Tanoan.
Now, Tanoan is spelled Tanoan. Tanoan. That's the phrase of the week, Tanoan. Tanoan. All right, so we'll be right back right after this.
Having a corporate or charity golf event? Backswing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out backswinggolfevents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
A golf ball that performs for you. The OnCore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The OnCore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.oncoregolf.com. And be more with OnCore.
In the folded flag, we see the heavy price of freedom. Nearly 9 out of 10 dependents of America's fallen and disabled soldiers do not qualify for federal scholarship assistance. The Folds of Honor closes that gap, already providing over 10,000 scholarships. Join us in this noble mission. Donate today at foldsofhonor.org. This is your call to duty.
This is Bigg's Product of the Week. Each week, Bigg Jon and the Golf Father select a golf product to feature. Here is Bigg Jon Vic and Bill, the Golf Father Cuebas, with this week's Product of the Week.
Bigg's Product of the Week is sponsored by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Vodka. Qualify for the King's Cup today by visiting usgolfchallenge.com to find a local qualifier. And you need to be 21 years of age to enjoy a good Tito's beverage. And friends don't let friends drive drunk. What's coming up in local qualifying is Bill the Golf Father Cuebas.
Yes, we have a couple of tournaments that are still going to be available for June. We got, I'm not sure if it's the right way, the Ravislow Golf and Country Qualifier in Homewood, Illinois on June 2nd. Registration closes on May 23rd, 11:59 p.m. Another one that's open is the Suburban Club Qualifier in Pikesville, Maryland. It closes on May 28th, and that is June 6th. Then we have Wethersfield Country Club. Their qualifiers on June 8th. Registration for that one closes on June 2nd, 11:59. That one's a good one. They already got 12 golfers signed up for that one. I believe they get 15 teams. Someone automatically goes to national. So keep an eye on that one. Another one for June 9th is Golf Club of Indiana. That's a nice place.
Yes, it is.
It closes registration on June 2nd. The tournament is June 9th. Another one for Illinois coming up June 22nd is Prairie Landing in West Chicago. A really nice club. They close their registration on the 12th of June. And another one for the last day of June is June 30th, the Raven Golf and Country Club at Snowshoe Mountain, West Virginia. Really inexpensive price, $180 for two. Can't go wrong. That registration is open, and it closes June 23rd. Those are all the qualifiers for the month of June that are still available. There's many more, so if you're looking for them or in a state near yours, or you want to just host a qualifier, go to usgolfchallenge.com/host qualifier / and you'll see all the upcoming events, and maybe you'll be able to host a qualifier. So check it out. It's going to be a great event.
There you go. All right, our product of the week, Billy, is OnCore golf balls. Now, OnCore Golf provides premium high-performance golf balls for all skill levels using cutting-edge golf technology. That allows them to be the first to offer a series of perimeter-weighted golf ball designs. They are also proud pioneers of the best-selling tour ball on the planet, the Elixir, the award-winning golf ball. Discover how OnCore Golf can level up your game by visiting OnCoreGolf.com. It's the golf ball I use, and Billy has used it as well. And on Facebook, as a matter of fact, right now, they have two different model golf balls. They have the Avant 55, and then they have the Elixir. And you could also subscribe at their website for more information with the Genius ball that they're going to be coming out with. And trust me, we've had them on the show talking about it, but the plans are in full force now, and we're going to hear more information about the Genius ball coming up in the next couple of months here on Bigg's Golf Talk. But they have released a new color, Billy.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Lime green.
Lime,
beautiful
green.
lime green.
I love this golf ball. And it comes in a
It's
lime
a matte finish,
green
Biggs.
box. You know, I'm becoming a big fan of this matte finish. I don't know about you, but I'm really becoming a fan of the matte finish golf ball.
I think it helps, especially, I'm not sure if you know about this, but for people like us in Florida where the sun's always shining, it helps when you have a matte finish ball, no glare, no shine. It's a big difference, and they're not really hard to find. You see, matte is the new in. You'll see everybody's trying to copy this matte finish, but this lime green Elixir and Avanti, their matte finish that they have on it, lime green, is really sweet. Especially now, I'm a big Avengers fan, the Incredible Hulk. So it might bring out the monster.
I love Avengers. Me and you were watching the Avengers. I want to go see the ending, the end game. Yes. I heard it's 3 hours. Did you see it already?
I went to see it, brother.
Oh, you son of a gun! Wow, I want to see
it. Dude, it was an amazing movie. I know they ready. You got to be careful if you see anything for Spider-Man. Don't click, because it's going to have spoilers. They tell you people don't spoil the ending of the end game.
Right.
I was trying to figure out what they were talking about, but now I understand. It was a great episode, a great finish to that. There's a lot of stuff, but people might think it's over, but it's not over. I mean, you still have a lot of, people that are still, Spider-Man's all over the place right now. So it's interesting how they tie it in and everything. But don't go look. Anybody that's watching or listening right now, do not open anything that talks about the new Spider-Man, or it's going to tell you basically what the end of the end game is. But it's still a great movie, whether you know what happens or you don't have. It was. I'm going to save people some time, and I'm going to save you some time, Biggs. When the movie credits finish, you can leave.
Okay, because usually you have to wait around, and then there's a little extra afterwards after the credits. Yeah,
exactly. And I waited, 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 and I waited. But I'm going to save you guys.
Finally, the usher came in. Excuse me, sir, you can leave.
And you can leave now. We're shutting down. I was like, hey, I haven't showed it yet. I'm still waiting. And so I just saved everybody about 15, 20 minutes. Just, when it's over, it's over. And if you want to know anything and get teasers, all you got to do is go look at that Spider-Man video, which I don't recommend unless you see the end game and you want to see it first.
So lime green Elixir and Avant 55 matte colored balls. And you have a chance to win an exclusive sleeve by visiting our Facebook page, OnCore Golf, on Facebook. And there's a link for you to enter this contest. And I'll tell you what, Billy, either ball, the Avant 55, which is great for, golfers, and the Elixir, obviously, their tour ball, great for golfers as well. You are a big fan of the Elixir. I'm a personal fan of the Avant 55. I will use the Elixir every so often, but more Avant 55 for me. And it's just both. You can't go wrong with either golf ball.
No, and you can, and they got the loyalty. The more you buy, the more you save.
Yep.
You really can't go wrong with the ball. They've. I'll be honest. You asked me last year. I was a little worried because of the smart ball and where it was going, and I didn't know what was happening. But this year, they came out with guns blaring. Rockets launching. Signing Gary Player.
Yep.
Gary Player hitting OnCore at the Masters. You know what I mean? Now, if you're a betting man, how many people would have bet that? I would have lost.
Never.
A lot of money.
Right.
You know, I would have never, ever, Gary Player's going to hit the OnCore golf ball off the first tee, opening ceremony, Masters. No. I would have
you know
taken
what?
everything I had in the bank.
Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
You and I personally, on a personal level,
Yep.
would have never taken.
Yep.
We were bet against that because of a message we have
Yes.
received from Gary Player's people about a certain incident,
Yes.
and we're like,
Yes.
personally, we were, and I'm not going to mention what the incident was. That's in the past, but
Yep.
I would have been like, here's my house. I will bet that Gary Player does not sign with OnCore Golf.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah, and look at now.
So he must
beautiful
truly
relationship.
now this, and let me just say this, a testimonial to this.
Mm-hmm.
He truly
Yes.
believes in his golf ball. From what Bill and I have experienced with Gary Player in the past, for him to sign with OnCore Golf, this is a golf ball he believes in and thinks it's a great ball for him to use it.
Yep, absolutely. Because, we saw firsthand, and we love Gary Player.
Yep.
He's the man. He is amazing. He's a legend and everything. And ideally, what we went through really didn't have much. But when Gary Player messages and has Big's Golf Talk in it, it's big. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was huge for us. It was eye-opening. And where he's at right now, look at him. He hit. And, I wonder if that lime green matte finish was because Gary played in the Masters. I never
Could
put
that be a Masters type color?
Maybe.
Maybe
I didn't even
an
think about it, but I
honor.
just said it out loud.
Maybe an honor.
I didn't. Yes, it could be. I think it's great. I think they've why the ball continues to evolve into a better ball each and every year. You don't think it's going to get any better, but it does get better. It performs. The price point is good on it. They have grown leaps and bounds. We saw the mess that happened with the golf ball companies, several years ago. They've outlasted it all. They're still standing. They're pushing the envelope. They're coming out with this smart ball. I mean, they're still going full force, and it's incredible. And they deserve the success. They really do.
So if you buy 3 dozen for the Elixir golf ball, you could spend $33 a dozen. You could save $2 per dozen.
Yep.
Because 1 dozen is $35. So that's kind of loyalty that they offer. So you could save $6 on a 3 dozen order.
Yeah, and that's their tall quality ball for their Elixir.
Right. Exactly.
There's nothing to sneeze about because there's a lot of balls out there, pushing $50 and up now. So you're talking about potentially $15 a dozen saving for performance. You know what I mean? So depending on what kind of ball you play, this ball could keep you or get you even better.
Better yet, if you want to try the Avant, 3 dozen will cost you $21.60 per dozen. Okay?
Yep.
If you were to buy 1 dozen, it's $24.
See?
That's
there's
savings
a lot of savings.
for a quality golf ball.
Yep.
And it's approved, both golf balls, approved by the USGA and the RNA. So.
Yep.
And
And
the
they're
Elixir's
legit balls.
award-winning. Gold award-winning from Golf Digest. So.
Yeah. And when they go to the golf, OnCore Golf to sign up for it, have them, hopefully our listeners will scroll down and they'll look because they, just recently, besides Gary Player, he's wearing the shirt that has the OnCore Golf on it and everything. They had a group with him, Annika Sorenstein, and Jack, and he's proudly displaying that OnCore golf ball. You know what I mean? They're taking a big group photo of the four amazing golfers, and he's with a big smile on his face, and he has that OnCore golf ball front and center. So check out all their pictures, see what they have to offer. They're a legit ball, and I think when people, try them out, they're going to be really pleased with the results.
OnCore Golf, I'll tell you what, folks, listen to this. With over 350 plus reviews, they are a 5-star product. 5 stars. You can't get no better than that. with over 350 plus reviews. That is incredible, Billy.
Yes, it is. It's an amazing. It's simply amazing, man. From where they've come and the battles that they've overcome, it's incredible. It's never. I mean, they've come a long way from a steel core ball to where they're at now, and figuring out
engineering their own ball.
Smart.
They're not using an outside source. They're engineering their own balls.
And that's my point. They are super smart. These guys. These guys are on top of their game and super smart.
Absolutely. All right. OnCore Golf, your Biggs product of the week. Visit OnCoreGolf.com for more information. That is their website. And Biggs product of the week is sponsored by U.S. Golf Challenge with Tito's Vodka. Qualify for the King's Cup today. All right, Billy. It's time to go, but before we go, we have to announce the winner of the Mother's Day giveaway.
Yep.
Are you excited for this?
Drum roll, please.
Are you excited?
The winner is
Shayna Quick from New Mexico.
Congratulations, Miss Shayna Quick. Happy
Absolutely.
Mother's Day.
Happy
Enjoy your new
Mother's
bride.
Day. And we hope you enjoy the wedge. We want to see pictures with you with the wedge. Now you have 7 days to contact us, BiggsGolfTalk@gmail.com, to let us know that you heard it here on Biggs Golf Talk, that you acknowledge you are the winner of the Cleveland wedge. Congratulations, Miss Quick. So that does it for Biggs Golf Talk, Billy. And I'll see you next Tuesday night, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days, man.
Absolutely. So, no, I don't have to sell you good golfing because we're going to have some good golf in Illinois next Wednesday, and we're looking forward to that. But I'll see you Tuesday night when we check into the hotel. And for you out there, thank you for listening. For the Golf Diva, Amanda Robertson, for the Golf Father, Bill Cuebas, I'm Bigg Jon Vic. This has been Biggs Golf Talk. We'll see you next week right here on Biggs Golf Talk. Good golfing, everybody, and you matter.
It's Saturday morning. We're gonna play golf. The wife is moaning. We're gonna play golf. The kids are all screaming like someone's gonna die. The grass needs mowing, it's 2 feet high, but the boys are cold and slow. Here I come. Play golf.